Let me ask you this, because I know right now in our modern age, just like basically today, the worst things involving tech that Christians have to worry about is usually centered around censorship. I get hit hard with this. I know you do too. We as Christians in our modern age, we get censored. But in the future, if all of this technology continues, I think it's gonna go far past just mere censorship. I think it's gonna get much worse. How do you think this technology is going to be used against Christians in the future?
The social media companies, which are absolutely working with our government, they have created a digital twin of who you are. And the thing is this, the government knows exactly who you are through your digital twin.
Right.
They know everything about you. And people need to come to grips that 5 years from today, President Donald Trump will not be our president. The election is coming in about 1 year. So let's just say 5.5 years in the future. Donald Trump will not be our president.
Right.
And Obama's America is coming back, and it's going to not necessarily run by Obama, but the wickedness is going to be increased. And people just need to remember that with what I'm about ready to say, because we are in a reprieve, and a reprieve is just a postponement before the judgment comes. What they know about you is startling, your digital twin. Let me read a list for you. Let's just talk about Google for a moment. What does Google know about you? Google knows who you are. They know your appearance, thanks to facial recognition. They know your voice, your religious and political beliefs, your health status, your personal details. They know everywhere you've been. Location tracking is one of the areas that Google excels in. They know where your home is. They know where your office is. They track and record your location through several different means: Wi-Fi, GPS, cellular networks. This means that the phone knows everywhere you are every day and how long you're there for. That's how they know where your home is and where your office is. They know the places you visit, the places you've traveled. They know who your friends are, who you talk to. If you use Gmail for one of your personal or work accounts, they know where you meet, what you talk about. Google keeps track of what you talk about over Gmail. What you like and dislike. It's how the search engine creates and sells you those personalized advertisements.
Right.
They know the books you read, the food you like to eat, the movies you watch, where you shop, and what you buy. They know your future plans. The company can also use data from their applications and search engines to make predictions about what you'll be doing in the future. What you're interested in buying, seeing, eating, upcoming trips and reservations, future life plans. Have you been searching about home ownership, about when the best age to have children is, about tips for traveling to another country? They can predict what you're going to do in the future. And they know, obviously, your online life, the websites you visited, your browsing habits. You literally have given them a digital twin of yourself. They know you better than probably your best friends do. They know who you are when no one else is even around. The government knows you. Now, here's the thing, Josh, they already know who they are. They know who the future enemies are. Like I said, Obama's America is coming back. President Donald Trump cannot be the president for the rest of our lives. And so let us not forget, it was even back in 2009. I have it here. This is an unclassified assessment that was released by the U.S. Department of Homeland Security. They know who you are. They have your digital twin. And one day you will be labeled as a terrorist. Let's have a little history lesson on who the Department of Homeland Security labeled as a terrorist in 2009. So this is called right-wing extremism. Current economic and political climate fueling resurgence and radicalization and recruitment. This is actually from, and you can get this from DHS's website. Who do they label a terrorist? How will this tech be used against you? Hey, how about revisiting the 1990s? Paralleling the current national climate, so they're comparing it of what it was in 2009 to the 1990s, and who they label as these extremists. Right-wing extremists during the 1990s exploited a variety of social issues and political themes to increase group visibility. Yeah, because that's what we're doing. Prominent among these themes were the malicious movement, now we're militia, to oppose gun control efforts. These are the terrorists. You're labeled as a terrorist if you criticize free trade agreements. You're a right-wing extreme terrorist. And they highlighted perceived government infringements on civil rights. Also, extremists, they exploit social issues such as abortion and same-sex marriage. Do you stand in opposement of abortion and same-sex marriage? Well, then you're an extremist in America. This was Obama's America.
Wow.
Here's some more. Domestic right-wing extremists have feared, predicted, and anticipated a cataclysmic economic collapse in the United States. Prominent anti-government conspiracy theories have incorporated aspects of an impending economic collapse. Yeah, sure, I can absolutely see that. You're labeled as an extremist if you believe in conspiracy theories, such as declarations of martial law, impending civil strife or racial conflict. You are an extremist if you believe in conspiracy theories such as the suspension of the U.S. Constitution and the creation of citizen detention camps. This is in the Department of Homeland Security's.
Wow.
Yes. You're an extremist if you believe in conspiracy theories such as anti-government conspiracy theories and anti-government conspiracy theories and end-time prophecies. Would motivate extremist individuals and groups to even stockpile food, ammunition, and weapons. This technology is already there. They've already created a digital twin. Donald Trump is not going to be president forever, and Obama's America is coming back. So there's a flashback to what Obama's America was and exactly who they labeled as the extremists and who they labeled as the terrorists. It was you and I. It was right-wing. They call us extremists. It just means good conservative Christian people. That's who the extremists are to them. And so here's the thing. The left, the liberal left, their enemies are the same enemies that the Antichrist will have one day.
Right.
How wild is that?
Yeah.
That it is literally conspiracy theorists that believe in end-time prophecy, that stand against abortion and homosexuality. Their enemy is the same enemy that the Antichrist will have. That's a scary. That's